Good morning, everybody. So we are here at Trade Home Shoes, and we're talking about, I get asked all the time in the office, like, what are some good shoes for my kids? So I thought we're gonna come more to like the experts because I don't know anything about shoes. I told you, I like to buy shoes, but
sure.
you know, when it comes to like kids shoes, what are some good options for them, especially with back to school? People are gonna be shopping for new shoes. So kind of give us some of your recommendations and why they're good recommendations. This is Phil, by the way, everybody, of Trade Home Shoes here in Dickinson.
Good morning. I'm Phil. I'm the manager here at Trade Home. We specialize in a lot of podiatrist recommended shoes for children. We carry sizes all the way from an infant 5 all the way up to a youth 7. Some of the great brands that we do carry would be more of my ASIC and New Balance that we do have. They're actually stamped by the American Pediatric Association for children, which is really nice. And we actually have a pretty good sale going on right now too, which is excellent for us. And, but when they're classified, we have the 860s and also the Nusos for ASIC, and those are both classified as stability shoes for excellent arch support for children, for being on their feet long periods of time, any type of foot problem necessary, like pre-development of plantar fasciitis. A lot of women come in and talk to us about that, even with children, unfortunately. So we actually are able to take care of them and get them into the right shoes. And we also carry great brands like Stride Right too, which is one of the best founders for shoes that are great for kids and stuff like that.
Especially like first-time shoes, because I'm like a huge fan of when they're really little, like going barefoot or some of those like just booties that people make. But eventually they have to have shoes, like for daycare and things like that. They're going to be going outside. So you guys do carry the Stride Right, which is a great shoe. And then talk a little bit about what are some of your favorite options for, say, everyday shoes.
For an everyday shoe?
Everyday shoe for kids.
I always like to say when you necessarily pick a shoe, the more supportive it is, the better it is to use every day. I'm a big fan of our ASICs that we carry. These are the Nooses right here. Basically, they also do come in Velcro, depending on the size, which is really nice for most parents and for that stuff.
For like little 3-year-olds.
Like for sure. And then we carry all the ones too for that children are looking for Nike and Under Armour, because we do carry supportive Under Armour and Nike too, which are the top brands basically, necessarily on the market. So it's kind of more of an everyday use, which would be Nike and Under Armour also too. So every little style works out good.
I have a lot of kids, but my older ones are in sports and stuff like that. So we try and always have a separate shoe for sports versus everyday shoes, gym shoes for school. So what are some of your sports shoes, like basketball and things like that you guys offer?
Oh yeah, for sure. We actually just got the new Steph Curry's in. We've been selling this one very well in our store. It's a little bit more arch supportive, and it actually hugs the ankle a little bit more, which is really nice for kids for any type of ankle problems or rolling their ankles, and just giving the child more support. Necessarily when they're playing their sports and necessarily being on their feet more and being more active, which is really nice. And I wouldn't want to take anything away from Nike too, because we carry the Nike Hustle, which is really nice for being in basketball shoes and necessarily going from there. And what's really nice too, we also actually carry additional like insoles and kid sizes for arch support, cushions, bases, and stuff like that. So if there's any type of extra support needed, we are able to go along the lines of that.
And the great thing with you guys is you're gonna like measure the child's foot, get them in the right shoe. You want to, like, some kids love the light shoe and they're like, I'm so fast in my shoes, like watch how fast I run, But the other thing too is wide shoes. Some kids do have really wide feet, and so it's great to make sure you come in and you're getting measured, so that way you have the right size shoe, length and width wise.
Oh yes, for sure. Yeah, that's what our staff will take the time doing. We'll sit you guys down, measure your guys' feet, and necessarily take the time to get you guys into the right shoe for size, width, length, all the above.
Which is key with starting school.
Oh yes, for sure.
Everybody's feet grow over the summer, so always important to get the right size shoe too.
Oh yeah, you'd be surprised too, because we'll always ask, when last time your child's been measured, and usually it's the last time they got a pair of shoes, which is back to school.
Right, and those shoes are probably like worn out, because kids wear out shoes like crazy. I know, so depending on the kids. So thank you so much for taking the time, Phil, and we'll be back again talking about different topics with shoes in the future. So hope everybody has a great day.
Yeah, thanks.